You know, sometimes when life hits you the hardest, it feels like God is silent. You pray, but there's no answer. You cry, but there's no comfort. You ask why, and all you get back is silence. And in those moments, it's easy to believe that maybe, just maybe, your pain has no purpose. That you're just going through the fire for nothing. But I want you to hear me loud and clear. God does not waste pain, not a single tear, not a single heartbreak, not a single disappointment. Every piece of pain you've endured is part of a divine strategy, a setup for something far greater than you can imagine. You might not understand it now. You might be walking through something so heavy, so confusing, that the thought of God using it for good seems impossible. But friend, let me remind you, our God is a master craftsman. He takes broken things and builds beauty. He takes what the enemy meant for evil and turns it into something that blesses not just you, but others through you. Pain isn't a period, it's a comma. It's not the end of your story, it's the beginning of something sacred. When you're in the middle of the storm, when life is falling apart, that's when it's hardest to see the hand of God. But it's also when He's doing His deepest work. You see, growth doesn't happen on the mountaintop, it happens in the valley, and sometimes God will allow pain, not because He wants to hurt you, but because He wants to build something in you. Something that can only come through fire, strength, endurance, compassion, wisdom. You don't get those things in comfort, you get them in struggle, you get them in the crushing. Some of you have been crying in secret, battling silently, wondering when relief will come. I'm here to tell you, God sees you, He hasn't forgotten you. The pain you're in right now is producing something eternal. It might not feel like it, but there's a breakthrough on the other side of your breakdown. You're being stretched, not destroyed. You're being refined, not rejected. Let's be real. Sometimes we try to skip the process. We want the blessing without the breaking. But hear me, there can be no resurrection without a crucifixion. There can be no crown without a cross. And if you're going through the fire, maybe it's because God is getting ready to bring forth something gold in you. You're being set up for a testimony that will shake hell and stir heaven. The enemy thought your pain would take you out, but God is about to use it to lift you up. And when God does it, when He turns that pain into purpose, you'll see it. You'll look back on the season that nearly broke you, and you'll realize it was the very thing that built your faith. It was the very thing that stripped away the distractions, the pride, the fear. It was the very thing that brought you face to face with God. And let me tell you, once you've met Him in the fire, you'll never be the same. Don't despise your process. Don't curse your valley. God is working in the unseen, rearranging what you can't understand right now. You may be asking, why me? But heaven is saying, just wait. There's oil coming out of this crushing. There's glory coming out of this grief. And when God brings you into the blessing, you won't be walking in broken. You'll be walking in power, in peace, in purpose. This pain you're carrying, it's not random. It's not wasted. It's a signal that something greater is on the way. Something is being birthed through you, and it's going to bless not just you, but everyone connected to you. God is about to flip the script. The very thing that was meant to destroy you is about to define you in the best way possible. So don't give up in the middle. Don't let the enemy convince you that your pain is pointless. You're not buried. You're planted. And in due season you will rise, because our God, He specializes in turning pain into blessing.